Good morning. This is Jovine from Behind the Markets. Happy Tuesday. Today is December 31st, the last day of 2024. As we leave 2024, I want to talk about something Elon Musk said last week that was really widely reported. He said, quote, either there is massive change or America goes bankrupt. He's really talking about the fact that our debt and our spending has gotten to unsustainable levels, just incredible levels. And when you look at what this is causing, this is it's already costing Americans money. Let's put it this way. Here's an example of how it's already costing you money, okay? These deficits, they're already costing people money. Here's an example of how that's happening. The Fed lowers rates. In the same period since the Fed started lowering rates, the 10-year and long bond has gone up 100 basis points, meaning that longer yields aren't really tied to the Fed right now. And it's really punctuated by a little report, again, not widely picked up, that investors have pulled $5.3 billion out of BlackRock's iShares 20-year Treasury bond ETF this month, according to FactSet Research. And if that number holds, this would be the largest monthly outflow in the fund's 22-year history. We have basically this idea that nobody wants to buy American bonds, long debt. So what that's doing is it's forcing the Treasury to issue really short-term notes that pay high rates, and they have to keep reissuing them because people like me are saying, yeah, I'll buy a one-year debt, I'll lend you money for a year or two. I'm not lending you money for even 5 years, but certainly not lending you money for 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years. You guys are just spending too much. So they're forced to pay people like me and other investors higher rates, which means that they are going to have to refinance this debt at some point soon, in the next year or two. So we are really in a very unique point in American history. It's like we are driving 80 miles an hour down a dead-end street, which is why Elon Musk said that. And why he's right. And again, I'm all for a little hyperbole when it comes to making an important, real point. I am not for hyperbole if you're just saying it to hear yourself talk. But if you're trying to say something important like America's in trouble, I am all for it. And I agree 100% with what Elon Musk said. The other thing that really jives with this, there's a Bloomberg News article literally 3 days ago, anything but bonds. You're starting to see what they refer to as a buyer's strike in the bond market. And again, the buyer's strike is people like me saying, I am not buying anything long rated. Now, I'm a small timer compared to the big institutions like PIMCO, BlackRock, Germany, China, Japan, all these countries, all these institutions, all these professional investors from around the world. Nobody wants our long bonds. Now, again, that is like being somebody who needs money, can't go to the bank, and starts borrowing money on the street from a loan shark. We are going to really get in trouble the first time we have a recession, we have anything. And again, I've been warning about this for God knows how long, but really ringing the bell since July. This is already affecting you. Your mortgage rates, people buying homes, they haven't gone down. Credit card rates haven't gone down. These things are tied to the long bonds. These things are already starting to cost the American economy. Don't think that you have to wait for the world to come to an end, a massive debt crisis, for this to start filtering through. It is already filtering through. So I hope that for 2025, the incoming administration gets this under control. Anyway, that is all I have. Not to finish on a dour note, but I do need to finish on a sober note because this is important stuff. Have a wonderful New Year's Eve.